Hey guys, quick video number 14 of the post-trib pre-wrath rapture position. And I want to do just a quick overview, if you could follow me, stay with me, that the tribulation is only 3.5 years. It is not the full 7 years of Daniel's 70th week. And I want to pick up in Matthew chapter 24. And obviously all the events are speaking of the tribulation, but when it comes to verse 21, it says, "For then shall be great tribulation." So this is after tribulation. Then there's going to be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. And except those days shall be shortened, the great tribulation, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So from the time of the abomination of desolation that is talked about in verse 15, the tribulation goes, the abomination of desolation happens towards the end of that 3.5 years. That's where the devil declares himself to be God. It says from that day, flee into the mountains, because there's going to be a mass extermination of Christians. And if it wasn't for the elect, for his chosen, for the saved people, that there would no flesh be saved. Everybody would be wiped out. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And then you go into verse 29, where it says, immediately after the tribulation of those days, the sun shall be darkened. We've already gone over that, saying that the tribulation is over. So just after 3.5 years, about 1,290 days, we're going to see in a minute, the tribulation is over. Now, in Revelation chapter 12, and verse 14, it says, "To the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place where she's nourished for a time, times, and half a time from the face of the serpent." So the time that the woman or the people of God are nourished from, the time that is put out there, that they're running from the Antichrist, is 3.5 years. Daniel chapter 7, it talks about verse 21, "And I beheld the same horn made war with the saints and prevailed against them." And then it talks about the timing of this in verse 25, and it says, "He," the Antichrist, "shall speak great words against the Most High and wear out the saints of the Most High." That's another word for he's going to kill them. "And think to change times and laws, and they shall be given unto his hand." This is the time it's going to be given to him, "until a time and times and the dividing of a time." The same terminology used in Revelation chapter 12. That is a 3.5 year period, not 7 years. And then if you go into Daniel chapter 12, verse where did I have it? Verse 7, it says, "And I heard a man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river. And when he held up his right hand and his left hand into heaven, and swear by him that liveth forever, that it shall be for a time, times, and a half. And when he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people, all these things shall be finished." So the holy people, the people of God, are going to be scattered, and he's going to prevail over them for 3.5 years. And then look at verse 11. "And from that time the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and the abomination that maketh desolate set up." That was what we talked about in Matthew 24. "There shall be 1,290 days." So just a little over 3.5 years. But look what it says, verse 12. "Blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 1,305 and 30 days." That's 1,335 days. Okay? "But go thy way till the end be, for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot at the end of days." So Daniel is told that from the start of the tribulation, 1,335 days, he was going to stand in his lot and rest. That he's going to be raptured. If you subtract that from 1290, you're left with 75 days of great tribulation. That's where we get that great tribulation in Matthew 24.